Good morning, everyone. Welcome to freedailycoaching.com. It is a Friday Fiesta. Good morning and welcome to each and every one of you. I'm super pumped up about a Friday morning with you guys. Let me get my phone plugged in here. Super excited to be with you. Friday Fiesta. Raise your hand if you want to come over this week or this morning. And the reason that I'm doing the Friday Fiestas on Fridays is to have a free-for-all, to be able to bring you guys over, to be able to have a roundtable discussion and have a panel. The reason that we're doing this and each week is so that we can provide, as a group of us that come to Free Daily Coaching each morning, that we can provide a resource for other people. Imagine there's so many people trying to build a home-based business. Maybe they have a small business that they're taking online. Maybe it's a direct sales company or a multi-level marketing company. Maybe they have something of their own that they're out trying to promote. Well, we want to be able to help them no matter where they're at in their progress. Wherever they're at in their journey, we want to meet them there. So I want to be able to bring you guys out and share with everyone some really big differences and but then the similarities as well, so that we can show that there's different phases of development, there's different stages of building your business, and every one of us it's like we're walking on a stairwell and we're all on a different step. So would love to bring you out this morning. Good morning, awesome, and bring you over to have you guys share what your big takeaway from this week is. What action step did you take and what result did you get and what are you going to do to improve? So just go ahead and raise your hand if you'd like to come over. I would love to bring some people over to be able to have a little roundtable. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Tom. I see your hand. Awesome. Let me go ahead and I'm trying to bring you over, see if I can do that. It's not letting me bring you over, Tom. So maybe, Tom, maybe refresh and come back in and see if I can't bring you over then, because it's not letting me do it right now. So yeah, just raise your hands, guys, and that will allow me to bring you over, and then we can do a round table. Let me see. I see you guys. Nice. All right. Phil's saying get some other new peeps out there. Hey, listen, whoever wants to come out, come on out, right? Like if oh, awesome. Good to hear, Debbie. Good morning. Hey, listen, I'm just going to give you guys a little idea of what I did, and you guys are more than welcome to do whatever you want. And I definitely appreciate Phil and Felicia saying, hey, you know, let's let someone else have a turn. Hey, listen, when you get the turn, you just take the turn, right? Don't worry about what everyone else is going to do, because check this out. I get it. Everyone wants to share, but a lot of people aren't going to raise their hand. A lot of people aren't going to come over and aren't going to participate. So don't worry about that. Take the opportunity and run with it, right? And worry about what the other people do when they do it. Then you can worry about that. So, and I'm not saying don't raise your hand or come on. Just what I'm saying is, you know, you pick. So something going on with whatever interface you're using, Tom, because I'm able to bring some other people over. Maybe you're using a tablet or a different type of device, but I tried to bring you over but wasn't able to. So I'm trying to, but it's not wanting to let me. So I'm sorry about that, Tom. Sorry. So looks like Mr. Clive came over. Looks like Mrs. Mupo came over as well. Anyone else that wants to come over, you're more than welcome to. Looks like Christina just popped on. So what I want to do this morning is really, you know, I want this to be able to be a video that we can put up and invite people to, so that they can come and say, oh, wow, look, there's people all along the stairwell, all along the spectrum, all doing it a little bit differently, but doing the same thing, and showing that we're taking actions and getting results. So who would like to start? How about the anniversary man himself. Clive, would you like to start since it's a kind of a special day for you? If you guys don't know Clive, say good morning to Clive here in the chat. Go say hello to him on Facebook. He's done something I think that we can all agree, no matter what, if you use Facebook, if you blog, if you do a video, whatever you do, I think we can all agree that being married for 24 years and celebrating an anniversary of 24 years is pretty darn amazing. So I know that has nothing to do with marketing, but the sheer consistency of 24 years is absolutely phenomenal. And today Clive is celebrating his 24th anniversary. So happy anniversary, Clive, and good morning.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Well, absolutely. It was pretty exciting when I went on there this morning. It gives someone like myself that I haven't been married not even a year yet, so that should be exciting as well. So it's always nice to see that. It's always nice to see that there's other people doing it, right? To have an example.
It's a great club. I can thoroughly recommend it.
So, Clive, what action steps were you doing this week that got you results? What specifically did you do this week that you really saw some great results with?
I've been doing the Facebook. I had quite a big following. I've reached my limit of friends on Facebook. So I've been I set up a Facebook page. And I've been inviting people to that, and that's growing. My followers, not only my followers, but the likes on my Facebook page is growing. I'm trying to add content on there and add value on that, and that's working. And I've been interacting with the people that like and comment. I've been messaging them privately and just engaging them, and finding that's working really well. And so yes, it's just consistently doing that. I think has made quite a big difference. I'm spending at least an hour or so a day just doing that. And when I see a post that's got a lot of activity on it, I'm sort of working my way down everyone that's liked it and trying to interact with them by starting with a follow, and then if they follow me back, I'm going over to them and just messaging them, and thanking them for that, and just asking them general questions, how's their day going and what they're working on, just simple things like that, just to try and get some sort of engagement, and so just building rapport essentially. So I haven't actually given anyone any links or anything like that. I'm sure we have a few of them. We've discussed a bit of business, like from how our companies are going, etc. So yes, it's been quite interesting just doing that. And resisting the urge to throw some links in there and say, hey, have a look at this, So, but I'm sure I've had one guy come back now saying, well, that sounds really interesting. I'd love to learn more, but he had to go, so we're planning to hook up. So he's really quite keen on doing that. And another guy just doing a follow-up call. I phoned him, and he's basically been blogging, and I said, look, I'm sure we've got some tools that can help you drive traffic to your blog, and so he's really interested too to hook up. So I'm sort of going with the idea that they teach with attraction marketing, with trying to get them to offer the value so that they can use those services that MLSP offers, and then maybe eventually look at my primary business. So that's what I've been concentrating on. I'm also really forcing myself to step outside my comfort zone, and I set up a YouTube channel and put up some videos. Even though they make me cringe, I think they are slowly improving, and I'm trying to get a message out there. After I've been taking notes on the webinars that I've been going on, and basically explaining what I've learned on those webinars, and I've also just starting a blog, and I'm referring people on when I do a YouTube video, so you get more information in detail on my actual blog site, clivejeffrey.com. So so it's all just very much a work in progress, but that's all just started since the start of the challenge. So it's working really well so far.
Awesome. Well, you touched on a few different points, Clive, that were really important, and you touched on the idea of holding back and restraining yourself from just throwing your links out, which is in the beginning is hard. We get so excited, we want to do something, and we're sometimes that excitement gets just the best of us, and we get out there, we get so excited, we throw that link out there, and then the people are like, oh. So that being able to resist that has been amazing, and it's great that you shared that. The other part that you shared that I thought was really, really interesting was that in that process, you started meeting a lot of people, and now you have all of these new relationships that are going to grow and develop and hopefully blossom over time. And the cool part is that you mentioned, like, hey, I just started doing this and look what it's done already. So imagine what that looks like in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, or a month. If you keep on doing that, imagine the sphere of people that you're able to communicate with, and that you're really able to start bonding with, that your people are starting to know, like, and trust you. They're getting on your list, they're opting into some of your offers, they're coming to some of the events that you're coming to, right? And that's literally how it happens. And so I want to say congratulations, super excited for you. These guys talked about it. Mark Harbour talked about it on a webinar that I was on the other night with him. And he talked about, like, you got to make $1 before you make $10, right? You got to make $10 before you make 100. And it's the same thing. You got to, if you're not talking to your family and friends about your business, and I'm not saying that you should, I'm just saying if you're not, and you've run out of family and friends, you got to do what Clive is doing, right? Because essentially what you're doing, Clive, is creating this new group of friends and family, right? You have like a new family. Right, like you're creating in that, like on that commercial, you're creating that new family, and you're creating it online. What an easy, really, really easy place to do so. So congratulations, super, super excited to see how it builds and grows for you.
Thank you.
And once again, let me, just in case I forget to say it before we close again, happy anniversary, congratulations. Everyone go post on Clive's thing, give him a anniversary cake or a little happy face or something. Let's go over and talk to Felicia.
Hey, good morning.
Raise your hand. Good morning, Felicia. I know that you have 2 small children that are just finishing up. I guess school is getting out this week, and there's a lot of stuff going on.
So, yeah, we're super excited over here. Today's the first full day of summer break for my kiddos. So I've only got 2, but I've got them going in a million different directions. I think each one of them have 2 separate activities to be at, and then we come together as a family and have 2 family activities tonight. So blending in work and kids' schedules and all of that is, we are up for the fun and the challenge for the next 3 months. Really, really using those scheduling tools at this point within Aweber, within Facebook, even Hootsuite if I have to, but making sure it still gets done. And Clive, super excited for you on building that network of people. I know sometimes stepping out and reaching out and seeing, making a friend request and seeing if they come back is a little like sending the note across the room, do you like me? Check yes or no, and can be a little awkward when you're sitting there waiting and they're like, well, they don't like me. So super excited that you're getting a lot of comments, and friend requests and accepts back. That's fun. The thing that I wanted to share today that I'm excited about in my business is I'm starting to see people comment and, more importantly, share my material, some through Facebook, but even more so directly through my my website. So from my different blog articles and things like that, where I'm getting all of a sudden these. The way it's set up, it shows flares, which is just the number of different shares through all the different social media channels that are are consistently in the double digits. Now, that may not seem like a whole lot to some of y'all if y'all are getting, hundreds of people that are sharing your stuff, but for me, it's been sitting there at like 5, which all 5 of those are me. But now it's starting to get into the 20s and 30s of shares, and I don't necessarily know where they're coming from, because on Facebook it's pretty easy to track. Through Aweber it's pretty easy to see how many people open your newsletters, but then when all of a sudden, overnight or over a couple of days, you've got a bunch of shares and comments from people that you don't know. That's been my excitement over the last week or so. And I've been consistently putting out material for about 2 months now. I slacked there for about a week and a half when I had no voice, because a lot of my content contains a video or something like that to go with it, and I haven't been able to do videos because I couldn't speak. But other than that, pretty consistent now for really about 2 months. One other thing I wanted to share was I was on a call last night. I'm part of this 12-month mastermind with Justice Egan and Adam Chandler, and our assignment as part of that 12-month mastermind, which is above and beyond the 100-day challenge, which I hope everybody in this group is participating in, but above and beyond that, they give us additional assignments. One of the assignments for last month was to read the book from Tim Ferriss, The 4-Hour Workweek. If you haven't read it, parts of it are absolutely very, very good. It's kind of long, but it's one that you want to do in paper. And one of the quotes that I picked up out of that book, which happens to be something that Adam and Justice live by and wanted to share it with y'all as well, is from chapter 2, and it says, it's far more lucrative and fun to leverage your strengths instead of attempting to fix the kinks in your armor. And then a little bit further down, it says, focus on better use of your best weapons instead of constant repair. And, I had pulled that out of, a 500-page book. Those are the 2 sentences I had pulled out, and those guys kind of live by that as well, so it was interesting how many people resonated with that. And it just really goes to show, so much of what we talk about is find the spot that you want to really be good at and be known for, and just rock it in that space, and then add from there.
Absolutely. It's, that quote from the book, Felicia, is a great quote, and that concept, you get to hear that concept, that same philosophy from a lot of leaders. You can notice a lot of leaders in our industry, and especially in the social media industry, take that to heart and really live by that principle. You'll hear some people talk about it. One of my mentors talks about it. If you're gonna do something, and we talked about it 2 weeks ago on a Monday about doing the things that are working, doing the things that you are good at. If right now you knew that you were on a scale of 1 to 10, you were a 7 at something, right? If you knew you were a 7 at it, and you knew that in 6 months or in a year that you could, raise yourself 2 points or 3 points, you'd be at a 10, right? Or a 9 or a 10, right? And that would be worth it. But if you're out of a skill set of a number 4 on something, and you know that even after 2 years, you're only going to get up 2 points, like, listen, you're still going to be a 6, right? A 6 out of 10, barely above halfway. Why go and focus on that when you could focus on the thing that you're already a 7 or an 8 at? And it's such a great concept, Why not focus on your strengths, right? Play to what you're good at, and when you're starting to get some results, when that starts working, then at that point you can reach out and start developing these other skills. Such a great tip to bring to us this morning. it really does resonate with so many people because it's so simple, right? Isn't that really why it resonates with us? Because we're like, oh, right? So one of my mentors, Diane, says it like this: if you would just do what you already know how to do, you'd see better results than you're getting right now. So what a great, great quote to bring to the table this morning. I want to thank you, Felicia and Clive, for both raising your hand this morning and stepping out. I want to say thanks to Christina for raising her hand and trying to get over. She was having some technical difficulties, as well as Tom. We'll get you guys out next week. I also want to recognize a couple people that reached out yesterday and said, yeah, we want to do some guest hosting. When I work out the schedule for the free daily coaching call, all of you that were here yesterday that contacted me that said, yeah, hey, I want to do a guest host. Yeah, I want to be a part of that. Don't worry. I will respond if I haven't yet and get you a time slot / date on when we would like to do that, and we'll have a quick discussion on what what you're going to go over that day, what your content will be. So super excited to be able to bring out some guest hosts. Thank you all for taking a few moments to start your day here at the free daily coaching call. Remember, you can, for a lot of us, you can go and check out the My Lead System Pro call. A lot of us use that system, so please go and check that call out. And I want to wish everyone a happy weekend, right? Go out and have an awesome weekend. Go out and enjoy summer as it starts. And for those of you that are doing the challenge with us, for those that are getting some activities and getting some things done, remember that we meet again on Mondays now, not on Tuesdays, but on Mondays. So you really have an opportunity to get everything completed by the weekend, right? So that you can go in Monday, be fresh, have everything completed. And I want to just continue to encourage each and every person here this morning to go out and give it your all today. Go out and give it your best. Go out and share what you've learned with other people. Try and help some other people today and give that heart of service. And when you need help, when you got a question, just reach out. Reach out and ask. Reach out and ask the leaders that are around you. Go out and reach out and work and talk with your colleagues, and you'll be amazed at how your business starts to transform in just a few days, just with some simple actions. Just like the simple actions Clive has taken, like the simple actions Felicia has taken, Christina, Phil, Patty, Linda, Tom, Bob, Kevin and Pauline, right? Debbie, each one of you has been taking some actions. Keep on taking those actions and watch as the results keep on coming in. And next week we'll talk about how do we change the action. We got a result that we didn't want. What do we do to change that action? So stay tuned for next week's free daily coaching. We'll have some great topics. We'll have some guest speakers. And as always, we'll have you here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, Bert.
Thank you, Clive.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.